Alexa, a lot of people are saying that Magomed is actually the toughest opponent that you face stylistically at light heavyweight. Do you believe he's the toughest opponent you faced at 205 pounds? Why or why not?
Bom, como sempre vem falando, nas minhas entrevistas me fizeram muito essa pergunta, mas só no dia mesmo vai dar para saber, né? Eu tô bem confiante.
I've been training a lot. First of all, I'm very, very prepared for this fight. I've been training a lot for this, and people have been saying that, hey, he's not a grappler. So because of the fact that Magomed is such a strong grappler, he's just started training for grappling right now. Well, I've been training for grappling since the beginning.
And as you said, simply can't look past Saturday night. But I'm just curious, you talk about all the options on the table. Now we're talking about boxing and everything. But do you believe you win this fight, there's anybody left for you to face at 205? Are there names you want in that division? Or do you have to look to heavyweight or another combat sport?
Não, com certeza.
Listen, there are great fighters to fight still. I still believe that there's people to fight. Listen, think about Khalil Rountree. He was the 8th in the ranking, and look at the fight we delivered for you guys. So, listen, there's a lot of people out there that I can fight, and it doesn't matter their position in the ranking. They're tough, and I'll fight them.
Eu acho que tem muitos ainda.
The important thing is to fight and to put on a show for all you guys. Shama.
And for Magomed, please. Magomed, a lot of the discussion coming into this seems to be about whether you're going to stand or whether you're going to look to grapple against Alex. At the end of the day, you're just trying to win a championship belt. But is there something special added to that if you can knock out Alex Pereira?
Я хочу сказать по этому бою.
I just want to say about this fight. I see that everyone's against me. Everybody's saying Shama, Shama.
Шамина время уже закончилось давно. Мы это покажем.
Shama time's already over. And I'm just gonna prove it to you on Saturday. But after this fight, you'll all love me. I'm sure of it.
Magomed, what do you make of that crowd reaction? You always seem like a nice guy to me. What does it feel like to be booed up there?
It doesn't bother me. It actually charges me. Everybody against me, and I'm alone. Fight's gonna be crazy.
And the last thing I have for you, Magomed, so close to winning the title in 2022. I know this is a different opponent, a different fight, but what's the biggest lesson you took out of that night to make sure you don't leave disappointed on Saturday?
Я не был обиженным ни на кого, ни на каких бойцов. Я могу...
So I never blame anybody, never blame any fighters or anything like that. I can only control what I can control. We all saw the fight. We know who won, who lost, but that's just how it happened. But now we have a second chance, a second fight, and even more, it's with the champion. It's with a champion that's long been protected by the UFC, with a champion that needs to go and tell Dana White thank you for protecting him all this time. So yeah, we're waiting for that moment.
Так что мы ждем этого момента.
And Alex, you've been really open about your past with alcohol in Brazil. People, it's well known and well documented. You've been open-hearted about this. When Ankalaev mentioned that on Twitter, did it hit you really hard? Do you think that's or maybe a more delicate, more sensitive subject than others? I don't want to be rude. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I've said what I needed to say. I think it was just like some back and forth and some stuff that we exchanged, but I'm only focused on Saturday. Let's go, Shama.
Magomed Ankalaev is slightly different than other opponents you faced off against recently because of his high level of wrestling ability. How do you plan to address this on Saturday night?
Bom, todos eram diferentes, né, desde o início, né?
Listen, he's different. Everyone has been different. Since kickboxing, the UFC, everybody's been different than what I faced, and I've always been beating them down. Listen, I can't talk too much. Let's leave it for Saturday. I got my plans, I got my strategies, but believe me, we're going to get this done.
Depende qual é o comportamento dele dentro do octógono, para mim estar colocando meu jogo em prática.
For Alex, if you win this fight, you will be the second fastest fighter to 4 title defenses at 330 days.
Bom, para mim tem grande importância. Eu sempre.
Listen, this means a lot to me, and contrary to a lot of naysayers and a lot of so-called experts that said that wasn't going to be done, look at the amount of work I put in. Look at what they've been able to deliver. and I've been able to do it. This is, and I'm here as living proof of that. This goes as a message to every single person that just goes trying to take your motivation away. Naysayers, they're trying to put you down. Don't believe him, keep doing, believe in yourself, and we're gonna get done.
As pessoas. Então eu estou aqui para provar para todos, né, que quando alguma pessoa chegar e falar para você que você não vai conseguir, não acredite. Eu estou aqui para mostrar isso.
And speaking of motivation, Alex, yesterday Dana White said with the right type of win on Saturday, you could be #1 pound for pound. What do you think he's looking for you to do in the cage to make that
Listen,
happen?
I'm going to fight on Saturday without thinking about the records, without thinking about status or anything else. I'm going to fight like it's my debut in the UFC.
And for Magomed, a lot made of Alex's success here, but if you are able to defeat him, is this a scenario where you think an immediate rematch would be warranted, or is there someone else you're more interested in fighting next?
Мы пока не думаем вперед.
We're not thinking ahead like that right now. We're focused just on this fight. But after this fight, then we can think about who to fight, when and where, who to challenge. Let's do this fight first.
Кого вызвать? Это будем решать мы потом.
After a win this weekend, would this solidify you as the face of the UFC?
Não sei.
I don't know.
Question from Magomed. If you absolutely dominate Alex in this fight, if he understands that he's got no way out in this fight, do you think you'll send him back working in the tire shop?
Я думаю, мы
Well, I'll see. But I think we all understand that all these shamans don't have any kind of chance whatsoever.
шансов, и мы это докажем.
And we'll prove that in the fight. But after that, I'm not really sure if he goes back to the tire shop or not. Or if he decides to stay in MMA. But I'll dominate him bad enough to where he at least thinks about leaving the sport.
Доминировать так, чтобы он подумал об уходе.
You said that on Saturday it's going to be the end of Shama time. You're going to teach these people a brand new word that they're going to have to chant from then on. What word will you teach them to chant after Saturday?
Yeah, these motherfuckers are gonna learn to say no, Shama. It's Ankalaev time.
Ankalaev time.